Hey y'all, it's MJ. I am back at it. Another episode of I Lost It. Obviously, where else would I be besides losing it? Because that's all I do is. But that's not true because in order to lose things, you have to gain things. So I don't just lose it. I also find it. In case anybody was wondering, anybody was curious, I do find it every once in a while. But it's mainly me losing it. That's what we like to talk about. Honestly, today I don't have plans for the podcast like at all. And my camera's up on the door on top of a cart so that I get the right height so that I can sit up, not slouch and still get the camera. Yeah, that's a risky move for me right there. Also, it's windy. The door is shaking. It's giving me anxiety, but it's also making me stare at the camera for once. So maybe I'll actually have like eye contact video footage. No way. I got Chick-fil-A, so weird, but this is really terrifying me right now. Um, First things the first, I just want everybody to know that Jesus loves you, and if it weren't for the Lord, I don't think I. Um, loves you, and he always has a plan. There's always some mischievous little What are you doing, Bubba? There's always some deceivious, not deceivious. There's always some mischievous plan going on in your life, whether like you know it or not, whether God or not. There's always some little plan that He has set in motion for you, and whether it's good or bad, like He doesn't necessarily bring the bad. Which I know, like a lot of people are like, if He can do so much good, why does He let bad things happen to us? Thing, bad things happen to us because without the bad, we wouldn't know what good things are. If we didn't get treated terribly, we wouldn't know what it was like to be treated amazing. If we didn't know what the bad was, we wouldn't know what the good was. If there wasn't so much evil in the world, we wouldn't know what good is. That's why we have a choice. We have a choice whether we pick good or we pick bad. We have a choice whether we we have a choice for everything. It's not like the option doesn't get placed out there. Now, with that choice of what you're going to pick, you also have everybody around you staring at you. So you have the choices other people are making around you. You have the choices your family is making around you. You have the choices that your best friends are making around you. You have the choices your significant others are making around you. And you obviously take into consideration what they chose. And you put that into a category of, oh, maybe I should choose what they chose because I associate myself with them. And if I associate myself with them, I should want what they want, right? Or I should think what they want or think what they think. So that plays a huge part in what we choose. And then we have what society thinks is right in all of this. And we have all of these content creators and we have all of these like people that we watch on the daily basis. We have all of these things on TikTok. We have all these things on Snapchat, all these Instagram. We have all these things that we're seeing and we're picturing, and then that plays into our choice that we're gonna pick. That plays into our choices of the day. That picks into, oh, what am I gonna go eat for breakfast? Oh, I saw on Instagram today. We should go try it. Or, oh, I saw this Starbucks drink. Like, then what you see on TikTok and on Instagram and all that plays into your choices for the day. And your choices, whether they're big or small, it plays a part in what you choose. And then eventually, all these little things that these people and these things and these movies, like literally everything plays a part in who you are and how you place yourself in a position and where you put yourself in a category. Everything you surround yourself with plays with how you think of yourself and where you would put yourself in a place, in a position, and how you would see yourself and how other people see you. Everything around you plays a part in that. And so you get to decide whether you let what you let change you. All of these little tiny decisions that you're letting all of these things and all these people make for you, basically make for you, or play a part in. They then lead to bigger decisions in your life and bigger conquests that you're gonna make, bigger life choices and bigger life decisions. And all of a sudden, you lose yourself, and then you've lost it all together, and you no longer know what you would choose for yourself. This is when you come to a point when somebody walks up to you and goes, "Hey, what's your favorite movie?" And you're like, I don't have one. Why not?" Then you go on Instagram or TikTok, Snapchat, and you see posts about movies, and you're like, "Oh, well, like this is like one of my favorite movies." Oh, it's because like you just not remembered that movie existed, right? Yeah. And you get asked, "Hey, where do you want to go out?" Like, I don't know what there is to like do over here. Like, I don't know what there is to do. What do you like to do? We should go out and do something. And then you're all, and then you go on Instagram, whatever, and you see like people out doing things, and you're like, "Oh, well, there's like Top Golf. Oh, there's like this name in like New Mexico. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's that. Other people are doing it because that's what everybody else is doing. So that's how you know that that's there. But when you find yourself and you haven't lost yourself, but you just everybody else thinks you just lost it in general. You know what you like to do. You know, like you know things. You don't have to like sit there and be like, "What have I seen around? What food places have like people been talking about? What like categories of like conversation have people been thinking about this and that and yada yada." I am not like a. I'm an introverted extrovert. So like no, I'm an extroverted introvert. So I'm a loner. I don't want to be around people. I would rather not introduce myself to you. I would rather not know you at all. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to go out and do things. Like I am an introvert. I would rather sit at home. I would rather come out here where I am at my spot. I have like multiple. I would rather come out here and just sit here and look at nature, read my book, whatever, by myself. I don't give a fuck. If somebody wants to come with me, play, and I would let them talk. That's what I like to do. I like to sit here and I like to just sit here. And when I include you in that, it's because you know how to talk. So I just like talking. When I meet the right person, I do not shut up. When I go out in public, and I do go out, because I do go out, I do not shut the fuck up. I'm loud. I'm obnoxious. Like I'm weird. Everybody's like, "Holy shit, you're crazy." Like I get that a lot. Like I'm different, and that's because I know who I am as a person, and I don't care like how everybody looks at me. And that's because I spend enough time with myself to know that like if I like me, that's all that matters. And like God made me this way, God made me who I am. I wouldn't act this way if it wasn't for a purpose. I all this stuff. So even though I've lost it, technically I've actually found it. And as much as the world likes to beat me down, and as much as like all these worldly things like to attack me, and how like the government, I sound like a full on hippie, but as much as like the people around me come at me, and as much as like a lot of things happen to me, and I do go like through a lot, and as I have lost it, I feel like when you completely lose it is when you really find it. And it says all over in the Bible, like, when you're hated by many and loved by few. That's what it is for me. And the world hates you because you're not of the world. And I already know that I'm not of the world. And I've said that before in like my other podcasts, but I don't know, maybe it needs to be said again. I know that sometimes I need to tell myself over and over again that it's okay that like nobody likes me. Okay. Because there are people that do like me. I do have friends. I just don't like hang out with people that just would rather stick to myself. But with that being said, I'm thinking that I'm planning my birthday trip because I do a birthday trip every year. And I know I don't have like that many people that like watch. Well, actually, considering the amount of people that like I talk to on the daily, I kind of do have a lot of people that watch this. So, with that being said, if I should do a vlog of my whole trip, you should let me know. I'm not going by myself. So it'll be multiple people in a vlog. It'll be fun as fuck. I kind of want to find a couple more people to go with. I can do it the way that I want to do it. And it'll be really fun. So we should think about that. But I'm going to eat my food. It's been 30 minutes. Wow, that's a... Before I do that... So I've never gone to Chick-fil-A and had a choice. Okay, I've never been to Chick-fil-A and had a rude encounter with like the um, worker. And today in the drive-thru, I was like rolling up, staring at me, and I'm like pulling forward, trying to go with the car, and she's one of the car people, the people with the tablet that walk up and take your order. And she like comes up and she goes, name for the order? Can I get a name? And I was like, and then because I use MJ, my name that I use is because J-Al. Like, yeah, literally yesterday somebody put Jae. What even? Jaya? Jaya? No. But anyway, so I was all MJ. I was all, oh, MJ. She's all, what can I get you? And I was like, that's the minimum. I guess, like, sure. Minimum at your minimum wage job. I guess. I guess you're right. But like, every time I've gone to Chick-fil-A, it's been like, hi, how are you? I'm Lester. Have a good day. And it was name for the order. God damn. Am I at the Olive Garden taking an order right now? Like, are you really talking to me like that? I was like, holy shit. I don't know though, but it was weird. Also, I some weird things have been. I love when I'm on God's time and not my time because when I'm on God's time, I like make plans to like go do something, or I'll like plan out in my head and be like, okay, I'm gonna go and do this, and then I'm gonna like here and I'm gonna go here. I was not gonna come here to record. Um, and I'll like make plans to do that, and it'll totally go a completely different direction, but something that like I had been wanting, or some conversation that I like needed to have, or like something that like I wanted to happen, or like anything like that, or something that I just like really like needed but didn't know that I needed will happen. Or like I'll go to a place that I much preferred. Like I'll be like, actually, I'm glad I ended up here instead of where I originally wanted to be. Like I like this better. Like it just works out so miraculously for me. Like today, I was gonna go to Chick-fil-A, and then I was gonna go to the park, and I was just gonna eat my Chick-fil-A, and then I was gonna go home, and I was maybe gonna go back to the bus, and I was gonna figure out all the all those with it or whatever. But instead, I ended up at Chick-fil-A, and I was like, oh, I need to go to a parking lot and then record. And I was like, okay, let's just go to Cabazon and let's record. I was like, I don't have any of my stuff. And I was like, okay, well, let's go back to the bus, and then let's just go to the frog. Yeah, that's a good plan. Do that. I go back to the bus, I grab everything, and I need gas. Gas station, like, oh, who's in the car? He's gonna want to get down. I don't want to go all the way down to the frogs. Let's just go to this other place. I go to the gas station that's like right next to me. See, Barbara. I was so excited because ever since I moved the bus, since the day I moved the bus, I like tried to like talk to her, but she wasn't home. And I tried a couple of times after that, but it's just been like we've had an unsaid like we haven't like talked to each other since I don't live by her, and I was just like it was unsettling. Kind of like kind of sad, kind of not sad. Like it was like a conversation that I like wanted, but didn't wasn't gonna let it like tear me down. But like I got it, and I was like, oh, okay, I needed that. Like I needed a little pick me up, and I love that. And the crazy thing is that when I rely on God, I receive everything I need to get through the day. I get everything I need to make me come out at the end of the night, about to close my eyes, and I could say that I had multiple moments where I was happy. I was filled with joy. I can say that I came out on top that day. I can say that I came out at the end of the day. That I love the way that I live. Like I lately, I haven't been having those, and I haven't been like I haven't really been like okay. Like I'm okay, but I've been like not really finding those like things, not really able to like do those things that like make me happy. I haven't been like pushing myself to go do that. Like I've been going to the gym and I've been running and I've been like doing shit like that, but I haven't been able to like I've had these random occurrences that I've been like, oh, you know what I mean? And I had one last night and then I had, and it was crazy because yesterday I was like, fuck this. And I prayed. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. This isn't like how this is supposed to go. The last couple of days, I have been saying that you're in control and that I'm giving it to you, but it hasn't been happening. Like, I don't know what I'm holding back, but it hasn't been happening because I do not feel like this when you are in control. Like, that's not how this is supposed to. I'm not supposed to feel like this when you're in control of my life. Like, I'm not giving you something. It's not fully yours or something. I'm not giving it to you. I don't know why. And I told him, I was like, I'm done. I don't know what it is, but just fucking take it. Like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't even know what it is, so why do I have it? I want to. And my day was great. I was like, I don't know what I gave to you, but I'll
Oh shit. Mostly around here, I started to talk about how when I'm not like truly giving everything to God, like it puts a lot on my body, and I don't know how to like live in the moment, and I don't know how to be like fully happy and fully joyful in the things that I'm doing. I can sit here and I can go out and I can do the things that make me happy, and I can sit here and I can enjoy a conversation with somebody. I can sit here and I can have a conversation with somebody, but it's more strained and it's more forced than what it is when I give everything that I'm doing, 100% that I'm doing to and give it up to Him.
live the life. You can live how you want to live without. You could find more joy in things that you like doing instead of just doing the things, chugging along, and also thinking about everything that you have, having like wow. Because be real, when you have all this stress, it takes away from what you're doing. It takes away from the fun you're having. It takes away from the conversations that you're having. Because I know the past couple of days when I was like focused on what was going on in my life, I was not focused on what was happening right here. No one, like I could have conversations with people and everything like that, but like some of the times I would be like, wait, what did they just say? I hate that. I don't like living like that. I like living in the moment right here where I could have that conversation with that person and I could take input and output like stuff from that conversation. I could take things from that conversation and I could give things to that conversation. I don't just sit there and have a conversation with somebody because hi, okay. Like that's so weird. Nowadays I've like had so many interactions with people my age, maybe a little bit younger than me, and maybe a little bit older than me, where it's like they don't know how to like have a conversation. It's like they don't know how to take from the conversation and then put into the conversation. It's like they do the bare minimum of the conversation because they don't know anything about it and they don't know how to like change the subject and they don't have anything to talk about. Like I don't know, it's the most awkward thing in the world. Like it's so awkward. And I hate that. Like like it's funny, but it's like why don't you know how to talk? Like to me, I love making people awkward. So like, yeah, it's awkward, and I'm gonna laugh about it, like in your face. Like I'm gonna laugh at you to your face because you don't know how to talk. Like, how do you not know how to have a conversation? Look at this flower, it's so pretty. Oh my god, what's your favorite thing about it right now? Like, what about it makes you think that it's really? I didn't even know what the sky looks like, but right now I can look at it. I like that all of the clouds are kind of towards the bottom. So it's kind of like an ombre sky right now. It's at that point of the day where right where the sky meets the ground is white and it goes and fades into a dark blue up at the very top of the sky. I think that's very beautiful because the ground is green and the ground is not white. So how is the clouds are just making nice little mist with the ring the ground and it's white. And I think that's fascinating. Like I genuinely do think that that's really fascinating. But when you go and it really brings out the green. Like it really helps you see all the different greens of the trees that I'm by right now. It's crazy. But you could not walk up. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Come here, baby. Come here. Anyway, I feel like I've come up to a lot of people and I've like tried to talk to them and I feel like they couldn't make a conversation out of a simple thing like that. Or they feel awkward that like I something like that. Like they'll talk to me and they'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'll be like, "Hey, I think it's crazy how like blah 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 and that." And they'll be like, and then I'll laugh and I'll walk away and I'll be like, "Just kidding." Like it's not that hard to have a simple conversation, and it baffles me that people don't know how to like spark up a conversation like that. It's truly crazy. Like we could talk about the type of like trees that are out here. Like I don't know a lot of like tree names, like like I don't know a lot of them. Like I know some. Don't do not attack me. So I could come up here and be like, oh, what kind of tree is that? Like, do you know what kind of tree that is? I know that like yeah, like a year. It's this color obviously because it is, and then like it's more like this. You could do it if you're smart. If And some of the times I feel like I just know too much about myself and about the people around me because I feel like I can read people really easily. But that is not the point. It really baffles me. And I hope that like sometimes I really hope that it's just like me and that I'm just like I'm either like really weird and people are like, why would we want to talk to you? Or that I'm just intimidating and they're like or that I'm just stupid and I don't know. But then I sit here with like people that aren't my age and some people that are my age, and I have like conversations for like 6 hours, like hours on ends. Like there's no way that I would be able to record past 40 minutes with just myself if I didn't know how to talk, because I obviously know how to talk even to myself. Like, so I don't know what it is. Maybe, I don't know, but it's crazy to me. It really is bizarre to me. But that is all I have, like, for real, because I've been pulling all of this out of my ass anyway, and I need, because it's 3 o'clock and I got this at 1. But I will catch y'all next week, and I hope you guys have a rest of your week. I know I've been posting on Thursdays. Um, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. And I hope you learned a little something from me losing it.